and welcome to another episode of Better Cocktails at Home. I'm Brian Johnson, and we're here in our home bar, the Quarterdeck Club, and we are making the next drink in our series of drinks for May, which are all cocktails from the Big Island of Hawaii. And so, super excited because we're traveling there for vacation for the first time ever. And so I thought it'd be really cool to kind of see what old drinks I could find from the Big Island that we can make on our show. So this one is called Pahoehoe, and we're going to make it. We'll talk a little bit about it, but it is kind of a tiki style drink, as you might imagine. So let's get started. So the base of this is a light rum, 2 ounces. I'm using Plantation 3-Star here. A lot of light rums could probably work really well. And we'll add that 2 ounces to our mixing tin. Next up, we have passion fruit juice. So not passion fruit syrup, which you can find sometimes, or you can find commercially. This actually used, Goya makes these frozen like pulp packs you get in the freezer section of a lot of Mexican stores, grocery stores. And so I actually used that. And so this is 2 ounces. So it's more, there's no sweetness to it. So it's kind of an interesting tropical bittery type flavor. So we'll do 2 ounces of this. And add that. Next up we have our grenadine. We'll do 1 ounce of this. And that's going to add some nice color, sweetness, a little bit of flavor to it. And then we have 1 ounce of lemon juice. So when you're doing your lemons here, you want to save them for, or save the kind of the whole for the garnish of this cocktail, which we'll show you in just a second when we get there. All right, and I'm gonna strain this before I put it in because we're gonna be pouring directly into our serving bowl. All right, so that is all of the main ingredients here. So we're gonna add ice to this before we shake. All right, I think that'll be good. So now let's give this a nice good shake. All right, perfect. Clear this away. Now we need a tiki bowl. I'm using this fellow here. And then we're going to pour all of this, ice and everything, into here. You could also use like a large rocks glass. So it kind of depends on what you're doing. I'm going to spit a little more ice in here. Just to fill the bowl a little bit. Now, so for the garnish of this cocktail, we need the whole of one of our lemon halves. And then the original recipe calls for using 151. So you pour a little 151 rum in here, and we're going to let it on a fighter. Something you can do is actually better than that is if you take like a piece of bread or maybe like a crouton, put it in there, and then use lemon extract. So this burns better. We're not adding anything to the actual cocktail, right? We don't want this to get into the cocktail. So I'm going to pour this outside of it because I do not want it to go in there. All right, let that soak up. And we're going to put that right on top. Now before we serve this, we need to light it on fire. So we're going to do that. It actually burns. The lemon extract burns, has a nice large flame to it, which is really cool, more so than even 151 rum. And because we're not adding any flavor to it, this is totally cool. So, drink's done. So let's drink it and be careful not to burn our eyebrows off. So now, for me, like, I get tons of the passion fruit. It's not a syrup, which is really cool because it doesn't add a lot of sweetness to this cocktail, so it's not a sweet cocktail. And it really fits my style of tiki drinks, which are kind of on the drier side, tart side. So I really like it a lot. Very simple. So this cocktail itself was from the Mauna Kea Beach Hotel around 1970 or so. And I guess they actually served it in the Batik Bar at that hotel. And so it's kind of a nice little return to history and something from the Big Island from a long time ago. You can't get any more. I don't know if, I can't remember if that's still there or not, but I would love it if they serve this kind of thing there. I'm guessing they don't today. But it's kind of cool to be able to drink something that, you know, from 50 years ago, tourists were drinking, locals may have been drinking. And then the name itself, Pahoehoe, is actually a kind of lava that comes out of the volcano. So it's kind of this like ropey lava. So that's where the name came from. And then hence the fire garnish. So it's a really nice tiki drink, a lot of history to it, super cool. So yeah, I urge you to try it. Don't burn yourself though. And thank you for watching Better Cocktails at Home, and we're going to see you on the next episode.